Okay, deep breath. You've got this. Just remember why you're here. First day in the gym. This is it. Remember, it's not about perfection. I mean, everyone's a beginner at some point, right? Just gotta focus. It's about progress. Just start with the basics. You're here to get better.
And the thing is, we've all been there. And then today I'm going to go over 3 different things that you need to know as a beginner to get started and succeed. Number 1 is mindset. Now, as a beginner, you're feeling overwhelmed. You're looking at online, figuring out what to do. You have no idea what to do because there's so many different things out there. People are telling you this, people are telling you that. And the thing is, you have to know as a beginner, I want to say this right now, the fact that you're starting right now, you're trying to change something about yourself. I'm proud of you. And that's a W. Okay? The fact that you're starting right now, that is a W. Now, how do you go from being intimidated, overwhelmed at the gym to being, hey, I got this now? The fact of the matter is you have to realize as a beginner, we all go to the gym for 1 or 2 reasons only. We don't like the way we look and or feel. That's for everybody. And the fact is you going to the gym and you thinking that people are going to look at you weird because you're a beginner, you have no idea what you're doing. The fact of the matter is nobody minds, nobody really cares, to be honest with you, that you're a beginner. And if you go to the gym and you go to the most fit person to the gym and you start asking them questions, I can guarantee you they'll be more than likely, more happy than ever to help you as a beginner because they realize they were warned to you and that they had no idea what they're doing before either. And they're going to try to help you out. Like most people that are at the gym, they're not going to think that, oh, beginner, why are you taking up space? Nobody does that. Nobody does that. They're going to be glad to help you. And if you're still intimidated about going to the gym when there's people around, you could either bring a friend to help you, stay accountable, bounce ideas off of each other, things like that. If you have the money, a personal trainer, if you want to go that route. Or you can also go when there's nobody there. For most gyms, people go, late morning, early afternoon, or after work. You can probably go, early morning when the gym first opens, or an hour or 2 before the gym closes. Most of those times, people aren't there. So there's no need to panic or worry about that. Hey, people are looking at me, staring at me. There's no need for that. The fact of the matter is, we go to fix our insecurities, every single one of us, because we don't like the way we look and or feel. And then we eventually stay at the gym because we figure out that, hey, this actually works. I'm going to stay here because now that I've stayed long enough at the gym, I feel and look good. I feel and I like the way I look and feel now, I should say. So we stay at the gym for that. And again, as a beginner, don't panic, don't worry. The fact of the matter is people are going to be more than glad to help you. So don't worry. Now, once you've gotten over those trepidations and those fears, it's now time to set some realistic goals. And the fact of the matter is you have to realize as a beginner, don't try to compare yourself to anybody at the gym or anybody that you see online, because the fact of the matter is watching that person that's been training for 10, 15 years, squatting, 405 for 15 reps, that's something that you could, strive towards to, but don't be comparing yourself saying that, oh, I can only squat, 90 pounds or 65 pounds for 6 reps. The fact of the matter is you have to realize you're on your own race and go at your own pace. Set some realistic goals. Don't say I'm going to be squatting, 495 in 6 months. For most of us, that's not going to be realistic. Again, focus on yourself. What can you do? Set some realistic goals. Focus on the fact that you want to make sure you're going to, educate yourself slowly and surely, day by day, get a little bit better and wiser at your craft, because you have to realize fitness is going to be a long game. It's going to be a for life thing, not a 6 months on and then 6 months off. Again, go at your own pace, focus on yourself, educate yourself slowly and surely, and over time you will get to where you want to be. Now, number 2 is training regimen, which is basically fancy for when do you go to the gym. Now, the fact of the matter is, as a beginner, it's recommended you go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. So if you're going 3 times a week, let's say, you go Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday are your rest days. You want to go 4 times a week, you can do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and then your off days are going to be Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Now, if you go 3 times a week, if you go 4 times a week, that third day could be a strictly cardio day, or do some light cardio at the gym. You go out for a run, on the bike or something like that. 30 minutes, 45 minutes to an hour on that 4th day. By all means, go for it. Now, I'm gonna go over the one of the two most popular training splits that you could do when it comes to lifting, which is going to be first push-pull legs, which is also known as PPL, and you could also do a upper body, lower body split. Now, when it comes to the push-pull legs, your push days are going to be primarily working your chest, your shoulders and triceps. Your pull days are going to be working your back and biceps, and your legs will be working your legs. I don't know why I'm looking back and forth with these cameras, man. I hope I'm not making you dizzy. I apologize if I am. Now, as I was saying, when it comes to your PPL, let's say you do 3 times a week training. You could do Monday, you do your push day. Wednesday, you can do your pull day. And then Friday, you do your leg day. Now, the fact that you're a beginner is going to be very, very important that you just train on the most basic, most fundamental exercises, which is going to be your bench, your squats, your deadlifts, and things of that nature. Don't try to go into, complicated, exercises. You want to go for compound movements, compound exercises that's going to be working multiple muscle groups at the same time. So, for example, on your push day, if you're doing a PPL split, right? On your push day, you do 3 to 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps. Now, when it comes to your pull day, again, same thing, 3 to 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps of pull day. Exercises that you could do is going to be things like your rows, your lat pull downs, simple exercises, simple compound movements that's going to get you in and out of the gym fairly quickly. Now, on pull days, I would recommend, if you want to do a couple of sets of biceps as well, just to isolate them, bicep curls or cable curls, by all means, go ahead. But overwhelmingly, again, when you're doing these kind of splits, you're first starting out of the gym for the very first time, 3 to 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps. And on, let's just say, so you do your push day on Monday, pull day is going to be on Wednesday, leg day is going to be on Friday. On that leg day, I recommend, again, simple exercises, fundamental exercises such as your squat and deadlift, 3 to 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps. Now, when it comes to upper body, lower body, it's what it seems. You're gonna have, let's say you're doing 3 times a week again. Let's just say Monday and Friday you're doing upper body week 1. Wednesday is going to be lower body. Second week you alternate. Monday, Friday is going to be lower body that second week, and then Wednesday is going to be upper body. Keep it simple, fundamental, 3 to 4 sets, 8 to 12 reps, and you'll be on your way. Now, I almost forgot to mention about the important concept of progressive overload. Now, as beginners, it's very, very important that you understand this concept, because that's going to be very, very important to making sure that you build quality, good muscle, because that's one of the most important things that you could do at the gym to help build strength and muscle. And progressive overload is just basically making the exercises more intense and more difficult after each subsequent set. Now, for example, one way you could do that or incorporate progressive overload in your training regimen is by, let's just say, you're doing 3 to 4 sets of 8 to 12 reps of lat pull downs, right? The first set, you do, 80 pounds of the lat pull down machine for your first set, 8 to 12 reps. And then your second set is going to be 90 pounds for 8 to 12 reps as well. So basically, you're either, when it comes to progressive overload, you're increasing the weight, or what you can also do is to increase the duration of the exercise. Now, let's say, for example, you're doing the lat pull down again. What you could do by increasing the duration, when you pull down, do that for 1 second, and then you slowly, for 3 seconds, pull up. So you're going against gravity, you're going against the weight. So again, I'm gonna say this again. When you're doing the lat pull down, you can increase progressive overload by increasing the duration of each repetition or each set. Now for the lat pull down, the one way you can increase the duration is by pulling down for 1 second and then letting the weight or the bar go up for 3 seconds. And I said that because it's shown that when you increase the duration of the lengthening portion of the exercises. Now this is getting very, very technical. When you increase the duration of the exercise during the lengthening portion of the exercise, that's been shown to, build more muscle damage, which is going to build more muscle over time. Now, if I confused you about that, that second portion of, increasing the duration and lengthening, don't mind me. Just note the fact that progressive overload is going to be very, very important to building muscle. And you do progressive overload by increasing the weight after each set and or increasing the duration of the exercise for each repetition. And you want to increase that duration during the lengthening portion of the exercise. So when you're lengthening that muscle group that you're working on, you increase the duration that you do the exercises in that portion, and that's going to be very, very important into helping you build muscle. Now, when it comes to your training regimen, you want to make sure you also do this. You want to keep track of what you're doing from a week by week, month by month basis. Have a logbook, an actual notebook, or on your notes app on your phone to keep log of the exercises that you actually do with the set and rep counts for each exercise. You want to see what you've been doing, so that way you know how to go about doing it for the future, and how to go about it improving. Because sometimes you'll see, if you log things, hey man, like I've been on this plateau. Now you're a beginner now, but over time you'll see, let's say you go to the gym for 7-8 months now. You'll see, hey man, for the past 3 months or so, I've been on the same weight in this rep range for the past 3 months or so. You can see, hey, like what can I do? What can I improve to potentially, get past this plateau? Because the mindset is what does not get measured cannot get improved. You want to make sure you have a logbook of what you're doing on a week by week, day by day basis. You'll see patterns of, things that you can improve on. You'll see, hey, sometimes when I want to do this particular exercise on Monday, for some reason, I can't, get past my workout on Wednesday. Am I overworking on that Monday with, the set count or, the rep count on that Monday, and it's potentially affecting me on that Wednesday? Who knows? Just you want to make sure, keep track of what you're doing and log everything to see, what you can improve on. And also, one of the great things about keeping track is you can see your improvement, guys. There's nothing like seeing, when I first started on my, my first month or second month, and now I'm in my 8th month, I've 2x the amount of weight that I could do. Like on my squat, on my bench, on my deadlift, and that's going to, keep driving you to do more and more and more. Next thing you know, you're a maniac and you can't stop yourself because you're under that bar killing it, so keep track. It's going to be beneficial. It'll motivate you. It'll show you, what things can get improved. So again, keep track, guys. And as a beginner, when it comes to consistency, it's going to be everything, more than how many sets and reps that I do on an exercise and the amount of weight. Because when it comes to going to the gym, building muscle, and trying to change the mentality, trying to change your body, consistency is going to be everything. Absolutely everything. Because the fact of the matter is, building muscle is great, but the second you stop going, you lose it. Well, technically no, but technically you don't lose it immediately. But the strength goes pretty quickly. You have to realize the fact that you can't have the mindset of, as a beginner, hey, if I go to the gym, for 3 straight months, that means I can take 3 months off. Does not work like that. Consistency and discipline, going in, having a set mindset, having a set goal. I'm gonna go 3 times a week or 4 times a week to start off with, and over time maybe you want to go to 5, 6, 7 times a week every single day if you want. Once you figure out what things work for you. Now, I don't want to intimidate you and going 6 times a week, 7 times a week. I'm just saying that, again, consistency and just going day in and day out, doing the right things and improving on a day by day basis. That's going to be everything. The gym is going to be a for life thing, not a hot boy, hot girl summer. I'm gonna go, to lose 30 pounds because the summer is gonna be coming pretty soon. None of that. Consistency is going to be everything. Like you can't get to where you want to be without being consistent and disciplined. So make sure you stay that. I'm gonna say once more again, stay consistent and disciplined. Now the third thing we're gonna talk about is our nutrition. And like consistency, there's no way getting around it. It's going to be paramount when it comes to building that muscle and getting to where you want to be from a psychological and a physical standpoint, because that you got to look at your body as an engine and look at food as the fuel. If you put garbage fuel in the engine, you're gonna get garbage out. Now the mindset you need to have when it comes to your nutrition, if it doesn't come from the ground, an animal or a tree naturally, do not put it in your body unless prescribed by a licensed medical professional. That's the mindset. I'm gonna say it again. When it comes to your nutrition, you gotta have the mindset. If it doesn't come from a tree, an animal, or the ground naturally, do not put it in your body. You gotta have proper fuel to build proper muscles and to feel good, so that way you can attack that next workout and attack the day and attack that bar and attack that lat pull down and attack whatever machine you want to use at the gym. You gotta put quality in and get quality out. There's no way around it. Now, there's an infinite amount of ways to go about your nutrition. You can have a separate YouTube channel about that. I'm not gonna go over the technical, but the fact of the matter is, nutrition is key. Okay, you gotta give yourself the proper amounts of macros and micros, or AKA, the proper amounts of carbs, proteins, and fats. Now, people will say, to build muscle, all you need is protein. Well, not really, because everything is connected together. You're gonna need good quality protein, good quality carbs, and good quality fats, to get the most optimal, response to go again, attack that gym and to just be healthy overall, not just to build muscle, but just to be, well positioned to live life. And I'm going over, I'm trying to be different now. I'm trying to be, more personable on camera. So if you're still watching this, guys, I appreciate it. Whoever's still watching this, I appreciate it. I'm trying to, be more lively and being more comfortable and messing up in front of camera. So if you're still watching, I truly appreciate it. And if you're getting value out of this video, guys, please, if you can, subscribe, turn on that bell, turn on that notification if you're getting value. But again, when it comes to your nutrition, make sure you put quality foods, quality carbs, proteins, and fats. Have a well-balanced nutrition. Again, it's got to come from a tree, an animal, or the ground naturally. Drink plenty of water and all that good stuff. It's very, very important. Now, when it comes to your supplements, you have to realize they're supplements for a reason. They're supplemental to your overall nutrition, right? I understand at the beginning you'll find out that people are selling you 50,000 different supplements that you can buy to build muscle and to do this and to do that. The fact of the matter is, most of the supplements out there, they're not really worth buying or worth spending the money, your hard-earned money on. Really, when you think about it, when it comes to supplements, let's say your nutrition is not where it needs to be from a protein standpoint. Getting a good quality, protein powder, that's gonna help. Of course, look at supplements as if I'm lacking in my nutrition overall in something, maybe I can get a supplement to, add to it to make up for the fact that I have this certain deficiency in my overall main nutrition. Now, one supplement that's been shown to really, really help is creatine monohydrate. You can definitely look into that, as a supplement that you can take, for your workouts and things of that nature. But again, supplements, they are what they are. They're supplemental to the overall nutrition. They're not going to be making up for, subpar nutrition. I used to be, when I first started out, I kid you not, I would go work out and then I'll go to Burger King, spend that $4.28 on that spicy chicken crisp. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm not sure if Burger King still makes those, those burgers, but that was me. That wasn't optimal. So don't be like me when I first started out, going to work out, taking one step forward, and then going to Burger King, that dollar menu, $4.28, spicy chicken crisp. That was me. So don't be like me. Make sure, again, your supplements, they're supplemental to the overall nutrition, and there's no substitution for good quality nutrition that's going to incorporate all the macronutrients, your carbs, proteins, and fats. There's no substitution for that. So make sure you overall hold that in as a beginner, and make sure you understand that nutrition is going to be very, very important. It's key. There's no getting away around it. No one supplement is going to cure, the bad eating habits that you might want to partake in, because you've worked out, you've worked hard, and now you wanna take 2 steps back by going to a fast food spot. Don't be like me. Don't do that. Have a good quality nutrition that's going to fuel your body, make you feel good, and that you obviously like. That's a big thing. Don't just follow somebody saying, I eat this, so I gotta start eating it. Find out what you like. Is going to be a journey to find out what works best for you. So keep that in mind as well. And again, if you're getting value out of this video, please subscribe, like, comment, share. Tell me what you think. What can I improve on? And I appreciate you guys for watching. If you're still watching, I'm trying to be more personal on camera. I don't want to be robotic anymore. I want to feel like, hey, you're right in front of me. So I appreciate if you're still watching. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. I'm rambling on, so I'm going to end it with this. Always make sure to make mirrors your canvas, weights your paintbrush, sweat your paint, and may your drawing always be beautifully unfinished.